We're starting off the program talking about dogs. Many of us love our dogs, even if we don't have them ourselves. Some people have little ones like myself, and I certainly find that he makes me happier. But Nando is telling me that they also keep us healthier. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do they really make us healthier? I mean, they know they make me happy.
The
and a lot of people make you happy.
The science tells us that they make us healthier, and there is a lot that kind of backs that up. Like those people that have dogs and that look after them properly, then the dogs are happier, which kind of makes the bond easier. You go out for daily walks. We know that actually there was a study done in Sweden where they said it's 25% decrease in the chances of dying from anything if you have a pet, if you have a dog.
Okay.
So, but forever the skeptic, the study was done in Sweden, and Swedish people are very good with their dogs.
But they also have a country with the highest, I think, rate of suicide.
Oh, do they?
I think so, yes.
Oh, wow.
They have a big
that's
issue
because
with it.
That's because they haven't got a dog.
Well,
They've got the extremes.
the studies I've seen are to do with the light, actually, which we can talk about one week, because the amount of light that comes in our visual system actually is a lot to do with depression and being active, our body clocks and what have you.
Yeah, so the weather makes a massive difference.
A massive
for me.
difference.
Massive
but I
difference.
know that if it wasn't for Boy, personally, I wouldn't go for 3 walks a day.
Yes.
There are days I probably wouldn't even leave the house. I could be just working, I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And so in that respect, obviously, it's healthier because I'm getting fresh air, plus I'm walking that I wouldn't do
You're
otherwise.
burning calories, it's better for your cardiovascular system. They're also almost like a social thing as well. So if you've got a dog, like you can't go anywhere without somebody wanting to say hello to Boy.
Yeah.
Like, which means that you have to talk to
shares
humans.
joy,
Yeah. Like, and so again, from the skeptic side, if you've got a sociable dog, it becomes easier. Like I unfortunately passed a woman who was trying to train her unsociable dog on the Paseo, and people can be a little bit oblivious and they kind of walk up, and I could see this woman, she was trying to train a dog and trying to block it from not having a go at the other dog, and the man was completely oblivious and walked up with his dog and just went, assuming that every dog should be social. So I would say that there are some challenges to that. All of the data does say that they kind of keep us healthier, but I also sympathise with those people that have got dogs that aren't social, that are difficult to look after, that aren't, especially if they're not getting out.
Stress.
Yeah,
they
it's
can
added
be
stress. Yeah,
very stressful if you can't have a meal in peace because a dog's jumping on you trying to take your food, if you're trying to walk and they're pulling or attacking other dogs. I mean, they can be a big stress factor.
Right, so the first 2 things there are just training issues. Like if the dog is trying to jump all over you while you're having dinner, you haven't taught the dog how to behave. And when you have a child, you teach the kid what you expect him to do. Like you need to sit here and have your dinner, okay? You need to eat your food, you need to do this. And we sometimes assume that dogs should just know, right? And they don't. They need to be taught. You need to go, right, when I'm having my dinner, you leave me alone. And it's actually quite an easy thing to do. And generally what happens is people kind of mistrain the situation, because the dog sits there and it's all like, hello. And they go, oh, you're a little cutie. And they give them a little bit of food, which isn't the end of the world. But what you've taught the dog is if he comes over and starts drooling on your lap while you're having dinner, you're going to feed him. Like, and actually, if you kept a little bit of food to the side and waited for the dog to go, well, this is boring, I'm going to go and lie down. As soon as they lie down, you take that bit of food and you throw it to them, they go, oh, the way that I get the food is to go over there and lie down and leave them alone. Like, so you just got to reward the things that you want. It's so...
You've got to be on it, you've got to be aware.
You do have to be aware, but you do with everything. If you're going to take a life into your home, you have to be on it. Or don't get a dog.
Yeah, I like what you said as well, that to be aware of other people with their dogs, what their situation is.
Yeah.
Don't just assume that you can let your dog go up and sniff other dogs and be there. You'd like to see their situation as well.
Yeah, I went over to that poor woman and told her she was doing a really good job. She nearly started crying, bless her. And I was like, I just want to let you know, I'm a dog trainer. I saw what you were doing. You're doing a really good job. And she just went,
Oh, bless.
And I was like,
her.
right, okay, see you later.
Man up, Nanda, man up.
Back to the gym.
But it's nice. And if you do see that you have an animal that is stressful and is challenging, please get a trainer. And it's not just because Nanda is a trainer, but please get a trainer. It's like with the same with the psychotherapy and anything. To try and deal with things on our own. Get help, ask for help.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things, I think, for people to do.
Yeah.
For some reason, particularly Brits, ask for help.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. We're so like educated and controlled
But
with
it's a
our
weakness.
emotions. Yeah, but it's not.
It's
Asking for help is a strength.
It's a weakness not
It's
asking
not
for
to,
help.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually more strength to say I need help
Yeah.
than to just try and battle it out, whatever it is, on your own.
Yeah.